is now a word that in fact is coming in from the IDF or the Israel Defense Forces, who in fact have now gone on to say that Hamas has transformed an institute of knowledge into an institute of destruction. Just a short while ago, the IDF in fact struck an important Hamas operational, political and military center, and this was situated in Gaza. This was the Islamic University. So that counter retaliation or the hit back by the IDF or the Israeli Defense Forces now only escalating. Many of them now sounding confident that they've managed to destroy key targets as far as the Hamas militants are concerned. This is day 5 of the conflict that was started on Saturday when we saw that surprise invasion by Hamas militants into Israel. Let's also now bring in our colleague Siddhant, who is joining us on the broadcast. Siddhant, as you've also been pointing out that this retaliation or hit back by the IDF has gained a lot of momentum over the last 24 to 48 hours. Could you talk to our viewers about the key targets of Hamas militants that now stand destroyed by the IDF?
Yes, that's right. So, look, there are multiple targets, and perhaps, there is a plan in place with IDF, and working on that plan only, these bombings are taking place. So, they have turned the border area with Gaza Strip into an iron wall by placing heavy armored vehicles and tanks on the border areas. Then the porous borders have completely been sealed. The area have already been taken over by Israel. The Palestinian Hamas militants have been killed. They have been neutralized. Now the IDF forces are going after the political wing of Hamas. Their offices, their residences are being targeted. Al-Fukran area, which is believed to be the hub, the center of Hamas operations, have been bombarded last night. Then there are some places in Lebanon which are being bombarded because the missiles are being fired from that side to Israel. Then there is going to be the foot operations also, which Israel is going to carry out. And also remember, the blockade is in place. The government in Gaza is calling for an international intervention to stop Israel's airstrike, because they are running out of fuel, they are running out of electricity, water, and all the basic amenities. So situation is bad in the Gaza Strip, but Israel is adamant and perhaps is committed to end Hamas once and for all.
And Siddhant, this is the word that has come in from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also, who said that it was not us who started this war, but it will be Israel who in fact will end this war. A short while ago, you spoke about the humanitarian crisis that also continues to play out in Gaza. In fact, a short while ago, we did see a word coming in from the Gaza government, who pleaded for the international community, for Israel to stop their retaliation. Now, they're saying that if you look at our key power plants, we just don't have the fuel to keep going. Talk to us about the kind of humanitarian crisis challenges that continue to play out for people on the ground.
Yes, look, Gaza has two ways for the supplies. One is through Egypt, and the other way is through Israel. Now, both the routes are used for the supplies to Gaza. Now, Israel has warned Egypt not to send trucks of supplies to Gaza, or else Israel is going to bomb those trucks. In fact, there were reports of some Israeli operations in the Rafah area, which is kind of a buffer area between Gaza and Egypt. On the other hand, Israel has stopped supplies from its own borders. As I mentioned before, it has been turned into Israel by placing heavy armed tanks on the border. So, the idea is to choke off or perhaps completely finish Hamas once and for all. And also, Israel is backed by the support from the Western world. Each one of them, from UK to France to Germany to America, they all are calling Hamas as a terrorist organization. They're all saying that what Hamas does is use women, children living in Gaza as a human shield each time around. So now this time, that messaging and that support is also with Israel, and that is perhaps the reason that Israel is going ahead with the counteroffensive.
Okay, Siddhant, we will have to leave that conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. We'll keep tracking all these developments and a lot more. For now, we do have to slip into a very short break.